Hi, today Hussein is going to show you how to add an LOV in this demonstration where we have this ER diagram of an HR schema, and we have departments containing employees, and so we want to display a manager name in place of manager ID for that given department. So let us start. This we will make in Oracle JDeveloper 11G. So I'll make a new application. So we have a new application set up here. It's department emp LOV, and we will come back to the view controller, not in this session but later. And in the model, we'll create a view object called department view. We select view object here. Connection is not there, so we'll add connection. It means there is a service listener which is not up, so I will make it up. So here we go into services and we go to Oracle, locate to Oracle Service XE, start. So the service Oracle Service XE is started here. Let's go back to where we are and test the connection. The password has expired. Okay, let's find out the SQL Plus and we'll go to HR schema and change the password. Okay, it's changed. Success. Okay. Okay. Save all. Okay, here we are going to create a view object. So here we'll create a departments view object, and we have departments and employees tables in relating pointing back to each other. So in the real world, department contains many employees, so that is identified by manager ID as a foreign key here. Employee, that is this one here, and we have that is employee pointing back to department ID, which they also it is having a foreign key called department ID. So foreign key which points back to which department an employee belongs to. So we'll make it as department VO. Updatable access through entity objects is option here selected. Next. it doesn't show up entity objects here, so we'll create first entity objects and come back to it. Cancel this. Department entity object and schema object is browse query. So we'll select departments here. We have selected the department schema HR as we have created earlier. Okay. Okay, this is persistent and updatable, is updatable always. Refresh after update, insert. We'll come back to it later. So now just have the defaults. These are the classes. We are not focusing on them right now in this session. We'll cover in next session. Okay, we are creating a view object here. And we need an application module. So this is the entity object, and we have department VO object as well. So you see data controls are not there yet, but then on one refresh it is visible now. We have department VO, and that's all we have here. A flat department VO object with operations for first, last, next, previous, and so on. And we have operations at the application module level, commit and rollback. So that comes as default. Save it all. And now we will test the application module, run it. This is the Oracle Business Component browser. So we have only departments VO here. This corresponds to this department VO1. Well, you would say why it is department VO1? Because we can have many departments VO, many department VOs. So Oracle just marks the first one as VO1, even if we don't create other ones, other departments VOs. So it will be treated as department VO1. Double click. So we have got department VO here with department ID, name, and manager ID and location ID. You see here we have manager ID as 200. So nobody knows exactly this department number 10's whose manager name is. So I mean, in the sense like we don't remember people names by IDs. So we will give it a name here like first name and last name. Just we'll play around here a little bit. So and so on. We can go previous, next, last, first, and so on. So we can even commit it. So if we want, we can make as marketing as this one and commit it. So it's committed. Let's roll it back. Just I want to show it for demo purpose. I want to keep it back. So I'll close this one. We need to add an LOV to the manager ID in the department VO attributes. If you go there, once you go there, you will find manager ID, but we want to make it an LOV. So this is where an LOV is, but manager is an employee. So, but we don't have an employee VO here created, or along with its along with its employee EO. We'll create the employee VO like this from here. We'll take this employees table and create a VO and EO correspondingly. And the model will go to there, and in the model we'll go to the new and we'll create a view object. updatable access to entity objects, select defaults, yeah, we don't see VO. I mean, we don't see an employee entity object. So we'll go back first, create employee entity object. So while we are creating entity objects, we have to select the table as well, corresponding table. Select employees. Okay, next. So all these attributes of a table are coming up over here. So we'll see here. Sorry. Let's see here. First name, last name, email, phone number, job ID, hire date, salary. So all of these are selected here. Next. We'll create a view object here. So employee view. In the same application module, what we have here, app module. Next. Finish. We have here now, refresh this one, data controls. We go down here. We see here second department VO is created. Earlier we looked at department VO 1 only. Now we have department VO 2. Let's see where it is coming from. Okay, this is the first time employee VO 1 is created. And we have inside it department VO 3, and we have employee VO 2. So we have here department VO 2 and employee VO 3. So these are created because we have back and forth relationships here, from this direction, department to employees, and then department and then back from employees to departments. So that's why it is created. So let us focus on department VO and employee VO, because in department VO of a manager ID, we want to add manager's first name and last name. So manager is an employee, right? So let's open the employee VO XML and go to the query and add a bind variable here, named bind variable. Emp ID bind. Then we have weak criteria here. Weak criteria, it names the weak criteria as employee VO criteria by default. So add item to this criteria. Attribute is employee ID equals literal, operand is bind variable, emp ID bind, the one which we created here. Okay, so that's all. And so it becomes a dynamic query basically. So we can use this bind variable and employee weak criteria. We can add number of employee weak criteria here, but then we will use one here, employee view criteria. We will continue in our next session how to add a list of values to the manager ID. Thank you for watching my video, and see you next time.